Hello, race fans, and welcome to this wonderful week, and welcome to the official NASCAR iRacing series presented by V8's Online. Welcome to Phoenix International Raceway as it celebrates 50 years of NASCAR racing as we go 156 laps around this unique and wonderful track. Tonight's broadcast is presented in glorious high definition and brought to you by TrakRacer, SimInstruments, Get Dirty MX. My name's JD Smith, and with me tonight to the action is Kane Kraft. And Kane, we got a heck of a show just ahead of us, buddy.
Oh yeah, Phoenix is a fun track, flat track. We're going from the big high banks of Daytona, big fast track, to one little 1 mile flat track of Phoenix. It's going to be a lot of fun watching these drivers adjust from such an intense track as Daytona coming down to the flat track of Phoenix.
The season really starts to take shape as we get to Phoenix because, as we all know, we leave the restrictor plates behind on the East Coast at Daytona. We head for the first time, we get raw engine power here at Phoenix International Raceway, and it's one of the most unique NASCAR tracks that they'll go all season long. I absolutely love Phoenix. This is the first of 2 times that we'll visit here. The next time will be right before the final race of the season. What a great place. I love Phoenix, Kane. You said it. We're leaving the high banks of Daytona at 31-degree banking, and here it's less than 20 all the way around. It's unbelievable. It's a flat track. But one of the unique characteristics is it has that funny dog leg after they reconfigured the track several years ago, and it has really made this one of the best racing circuits in all season that we'll see all year long. And the guys, I think you're really going to see the season start to take shape now, as you'll see that, like I said, no more restrictor plates. It's real racing here tonight. Gonna be a lot of strategy involved tonight as well, Kane, as these guys are gonna have 156 laps around the mile circuit. It's gonna be awesome racing here. I can't wait to get this thing started shortly.
We've really got a lot to do this season as the season really starts to take shape. We've got a lot of other races that are coming into this season, and the drivers are really starting to focus on the season as the excitement at Daytona is starting to wind down, and the drivers are really focusing on tonight's race, and then they know that they've got a race next week, and then the race after that, the week after that. So.
That's absolutely right, and as we're just getting the broadcast started here, I just wanted to let you know I'm not getting you through the actual feed, buddy. We're just getting the music right now, so just wanted to let you know that, big guy. Kane was across a great point. Okay, great, excellent. I was sorry about that, but I just want to make sure we get everything started tonight. One thing I'm super excited about, though, buddy, is to check on a lot of the guys that had big success last week, but we also had some great names that had just a really bad week at Daytona, and it's time for redemption this week. Remember, we saw Nick, oh, help me out, he was in the 8 car last week. I want to say Nick Ottinger.
Mike Conti.
It was Michael Conti. I don't know why I was wanting to say Nick Ottinger, but yeah, Michael Conti. Thanks, buddy. He just had such a tough time there. Blown engine. Now that is very unlikely at Daytona, but it happens, and it happened to him last week. He'll be wanting to come back with fire in his eyes to take a great result here at Phoenix. Then we also had I want to congratulate once again our victor of the Daytona 500, Mr. Adam Gilliland. And that was just an unbelievable job by him to pull off the victory. It was literally one of the best races I've seen in a long time, Kane.
Definitely, yeah, that was a great race. He definitely had a good strategy. We've seen him go to the back and then back to the front, and then kind of the back is really playing it cautious, and it worked out for him in the end. He ended up in victory lane.
Yeah, he'll be wanting to repeat his actions this week as we head here to Phoenix, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to everything pulled up here in just a second, as we'll be able to find out the starting grid. That's be huge tonight. I think that where guys start tonight is going to be huge. This is a track you can make some passes on, but at the same time, it can be difficult to move a lot of positions, even with 156 laps. It's definitely been a big, huge benefit to start up near the front of the field, especially as talented as this strength of field is. I mean, we had one of the highest strengths of fields for the Daytona 500 in the NASCAR iRacing series last week that we've ever had, as far as I know, or anybody that I talked to. It was unbelievable. It was over 6,000 strength of field, Kane. And if that's just any indication of how this season is going to be, this is going to be such an incredibly difficult season for anybody to get a championship. It's just going to make it so fun. It's going to be the talent of all 32 cars in the field are top notch, and that's make for a heck of a points chase.
That is true. The strength of field that we had last week really shows the talent that we got in this series, and just the racing that we saw last week really proves that the talent of the field that we have in this series. And as we know that this is the road to pro that we're going to pick, that not we, but the drivers at the end will be chosen to go on to the pro series from this series here, and ultimately can end up in the NASCAR Peak Championship Series and compete for $10,000.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. We got the Peak coming in. That's a little bit of news in NASCAR. It's got an official sponsor now for the series. I love that. The Peak, that's sponsored by Peak Antifreeze, and that's really cool that they stepped in there on that 3-year deal. It's going to help sim racing a lot. I'm sure that they'll do a lot of great things for the Pro Series, and very excited just to see how those guys do. We have several pro drivers here in the NASCAR iRacing Series this year, and real exciting to see those guys race. But some of the guys that are trying to get that pro license, Kane, they're actually hanging with these guys. I mean, they're showing that they belong there. So that's just such an awesome thing when you see these guys that are trying to become pro that are racing with them. Now, of course, we've only seen one race, but as we head to Phoenix this week, the real boys will start to step away from the vendors. We'll have some real racing going on here in just a few minutes.
We are starting to get images now from Phoenix. We're at Phoenix now.
Awesome, buddy. And as you have got good old images right here from Phoenix International Raceway a little bit before I do, so I'm still loading up the wonderful server here. But man, I just can't wait to get this action. Like I said, 156 laps. One of the things tonight, and we won't see quite as many needs for stops as tonight. I think these guys may be able to only pit 3 times at the max. I want to say that we'll see 3 pit stops at the max, Kane. They're not going as far. We had a 500-mile race last week, and boy, it was very intense. And I think that the guys may be able, I want to say it may be possible for some of these guys to even stop on 2. So maybe. We'll see. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see. Remember watching last year, I want to say that couple guys were able to do that, and I'm not sure on the exact link, but it's going to be close. We'll have to stretch it out and really see what these guys can do. Some of these drivers are extremely good at tire and fuel saving, and that could be humongous here. It's always a risk because with saving and tire saving, we lose our some speed in the long run. And so that sometimes can come back to bite you in the end. It all comes down to it's all chance. And if your card's right and you deal the hand that's dealt to you good, it can put you in victory lane. And as the guys are warming up here, what a fantastic field we have here for you guys. How about Charlton on the pole here as the guys warm up for the race? Just can't wait to get this thing started here in just a moment. It's going to be an unbelievable race. About 3.5 minutes of warm-up time remaining. And it's going to be really exciting. Here's how they're going to line up. Jarl Taheen on the front row with Alex Warren starting in second. In row 2 on the inside will be Brad Davies with Jason Jacoby on the outside. Starting in the 5th position is our Daytona 500 champion Adam Gilliland and Josh Berry starting in 6th. 7th will be Brandon Hawk with Cullen Brown starting in 8th. 9th will belong to Josh Fox with Jordy Lopez Jr. in the number 10 spot. In 11th will be Timu Livonen, and he'll be in 11th. Jordan Worth will be in 12th with Nathan Saxon in 10th. Justin Bolton will be in the number 14th position with our 5th spot belonging to Tyler Hudson. Patrick Crabtree will start in the 16th slot with 17th going to Chris Hall. Thomas Davis will be 18th with 19th going to Stephen Escini. Case Brinksma will round out the top 20, and 21st will be Jared Crawford. Chad Lawton will get 22 start. Pedro Mojica will be in the 23rd hole with Logan Sheets 24th. 25th, Casey Tucker. 26th, Billy Price. 27th will go to Wade Hustad. And then 28th will go to Matthew Wright. 29th, Dwayne Vincent. And rounding out the 30 will be Alex Scribner. 31st goes to Logan Seavey. And rounding out the 32-car field in our top split of the NASCAR iRacing Series Open is Kyle McCormick. So, can we see somebody here at Phoenix come from the back of the field to win this thing? Just trying to test things up here before we get going there, Kane. I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you, pal. I can't hear it all. I'm hoping that you're able to copy me, buddy. Still having trouble. Let me try something out here as we battle a few little technical difficulties. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, guys, and sorry about the technical difficulties there. We're having a mic issue. But as Kane Craft gets that fixed out for us, I do want to talk a little bit about this fantastic race. We already talked about the pole sitter of Jarltine. This guy right here had a phenomenal race out at Daytona last week, and it's going to be exciting to see if he's able to turn this pole into a victory here. We talked earlier about how the importance of this race is to get up in the front of this field, and that's what we have right now. And as the guys are lined up, getting ready to go out on the official pace lap, we will be one pace lap from starting this fantastic race out here at Phoenix International Raceway. We'll go almost 200 miles here, and it's going to be definitely one of the most exciting races of the year. Phoenix never disappoints, folks, so can't wait to get this party started here in just a moment. Once again, our top row is Jarl Taheen with Alex Warren there on the outside, and we'll be starting in just a minute. One more time, Kane is getting his mic fixed up, so we'll be heading on to here real soon. We'll be rocking and rolling, and there we go. Right now we have the Jarl Taheen machine out in front, and we're starting this one to go. And this is not a long pace lap. There's that dog leg we talked about just a moment ago. This 1 mile track is definitely going to impress here, and can't wait to get this thing started. And I say let's go green here in just a moment. Final turn, guys, and we will be live from Phoenix International Raceway. Pace car is in, and let's go green. Green, green, green. And a great jump by our leader, Jarltine, as he jumps off to a fantastic jump. Just behind him, Alex Warren leads a two-car side-by-side battle between Brad Davies and Jason Jacoby. They fall into line. Jason Jacoby, behind him is last week's winner, Adam Gilliland, in the 21 machine in the gmercer.com Chevy. Then behind him is Josh Berry, a new name as we wasn't able to race last week in the Speedco Chevy. He is currently riding in 6th. And already one lap complete here at Phoenix International Raceway. And this is a fantastic race. Right now, Cullen Brown out on the outside. He is trying to get past Brandon Hawk in the number 8 machine. Both Chevys door-to-door here at Phoenix International Raceway. He will not be able to hang on that outside very long. He's going to have it on the inside. He's able to hang for a minute, gets very close to the number 6 machine of Jordy Lopez Jr. in the Duval Chevrolet. And there is Duval Design Chevrolet 30 machine. Here comes Josh Fox in the Lowe's Chevrolet. The number 11 is trying to make his way around as well as the 30 car continues to be stuck on that outside. And he'll finally fall into line down there as he is able to get his position in line. Right now, so far, so good in the race. A lot of guys trying to just get settled in. We have this this big. You don't want to have too much side-by-side racing this early in the race. These things can get out of hand in a hurry if you're not careful. Right now, the 11 car of the Lowe's Chevrolet trying to make his move. Josh Fox is trying to move into the 9th position and will do so. Also, the 24 machine of Jordan Worth will make his move around Cullen Brown in the number 30 car. Cullen Brown with a just gets on that outside, he's trying to make that outside work, and there is a groove out there, but I very rarely see it work this early in the race. It will be fun to see if he can make it work, but right now he just lost 2 positions, in danger of losing another, as Mu Livinen in the 25 machine is trying to make his way around. And that will be fun to see. Also in the front right now, Mr. Alex Warren in the number 22 Chevrolet is your current leader and doing a fantastic job in the Core Pipe Chevrolet. And I absolutely love Phoenix, guys. I know I keep saying it, but this track just never seems to amaze me. Right now, Alex Warren is our leader with Jarl Taheen in the second position, and closely on his tail, Brad Davies working that third spot. He is really trying to get ahead of Jarl up there in the second position. And back in fourth place is the number 3 machine of Jason Jacoby. He's got his hands full with the 21 of Adam Gilliland. Adam Gilliland right now is really, really close, trying to look for the simplest opportunity to make a pass. Actually has a little bit of contact there, just giving him a little bump, letting him know he's there. The Wahoo Motorsports machine up there in the fourth position. Jason Jacoby is not going to surrender. And then behind the 12, the 21 machine is the 12 of Josh Berry. Josh Berry is doing a fantastic job. He's trying to hold off the number 8 of Brandon Hawk. And then, of course, Jordy Lopez Jr. in the Chevrolet this week. I want to say he ran a Ford Fusion last week. The Duval Designs has switched over to Chevrolet in hopes of better result. He had a fantastic run at Daytona. No, he really was one of the picks. I thought he had a chance to win it there at the end. And just had a fantastic race. Didn't get the win, obviously, but had a really good result at Daytona last week. Jordan Worth back in the 9th position in the number 24 machine, and that's a great look, and I love the Wing Quest Chevrolet there. It's a fantastic looking paint. He's battling hard right now with Josh Fox there in the Lowe's Chevrolet. And moving up already is the number number 1 machine of Tyler Hudson. He is already making his way up. Definitely no stranger. We have some side-by-side action again as Cullen Brown in the number 30 machine tries to make that outside work again, and he will lose the position to Justin Bolton in the number 4. And I'll tell you what, that number 4 made a fantastic move right there down on the inside in the Best Western Chevrolet. Tell you another driver, I've seen some great things. He's making his move on the 30 at this moment. It is the number 26 of Nathan Saxon in the AMD Chevrolet. He's got a fantastic move down low. He's going to be followed by the number 2 machine of Jared Crawford in his Samsung Chevrolet. I just don't understand why Cullen Brown, he may know something we don't, but right now he's really bent on using that outside groove, and he just going to use it until he's going to make it work here eventually, Kane. And I still am not getting a copy from Kane just quite yet. Hopefully he will be back with us soon. We're already on lap number 13. And what a fantastic race so far. Alex Warren's in the lead. He has a really nice size lead right now, almost a second over Jarltine, our pole sitter, back in the second position, and a great smooth run so far by Alex Warren here on 14th lap. Brad Davies still holding it down in the 3rd position, and Brad Davies has been really battling close on Jarl this entire race. Could change at any moment as we could have this battle there for 3rd place. Kind of looking around at the field right now, just trying to have picks from back of the pack right now that I think we can kind of keep our eye on later in the race. Nathan Saxon back there in the number 26 machine. I have a feeling we could see him move up. Chad Lawton is another one of those. Case Brinksma, he's definitely shown his skill as of late, and had a rough run at he got involved in an incident at Daytona that ruined his day out there. He's another one of those drivers looking to rebound here in Phoenix this week. Right now, number 11 machine of Josh Fox trying to make a pass on the outside. Right now, he's doing a fantastic job trying to get around Tyler Hudson. And if he can find a way around the Ford Fusion, it would be a fantastic move. But Tyler Hudson shows why he is the defending NASCAR champion. I tell you what, this is unbelievable racing so far. Some of these, I mean, for as early in the race as it is, a little bit gutsy on some of the moves. I like to see the side-by-side racing here on lap 17. It's a good sign of things to come as the race continues. And tell you what, Alex Warren is on a mission. He is already over a minute. He's at a second and 1.24 seconds over second place driver Jarl Teen. And Jarl Taheen up there in the number 9 machine, he's going to push along as well. He's got a nice size gap over Brad Davies now, has a little bit of breathing room, not quite so much pressure. But I tell you what, right now the number 3 machine of Jason Jacoby is on a mission in the Wahoo Chevrolet. He's moving on up as well. Man, right now, I tell you what, it's troublesome story right now for the number 20 machine. Brad Davies caught up on that high side. He's going to lose not 1 but 2 positions as Josh Berry in the number 12 makes it by with the first Jason Jacoby. And now he's still up there stuck on that high side, kind of like we saw with Cullen earlier. And this could be huge as he continues to slide back now, getting passed by Brandon Hawk in the number 8 machine. And this is really tough because right there you see in the Duval Chevrolet, right, there's Jordy Lopez Jr. He's looking to make a move as well. Let's see if he can find a way back down in that bottom lane. He's in that high groove. It's definitely not the place to be. And Jordy Lopez Jr. trying to make his way past Brad Davies right now. Brad Davies, I feel bad for him. He was up in the 3rd position, got on the outside groove, and falling back in a hurry. It just shows how important this bottom groove is early in the race. Oh, right now Tyler Hudson we have trouble in the number 24. He gets around, and we have the number 11 and 4 caught up in this, guys. The caution will come out. Maybe we can get a race call replay on this event. That was unbelievable, and I saw it right as it was happening. The caution is out, and what happened was Tyler Hudson made his move cleanly on the 24. It looked like I take that back. He got into the 24 just a tad, it looks like. It's hard to tell. I don't know if he just, the 24, I don't know if he just got loose. I don't want to have to be the judge of that, guys. That was extremely close. Well, what did happen was the back end of the 24 got loose, swung out to the side, and the number 11 machine gets into the 24 as well as the 4 of Justin Bolton. So very unfortunate for Justin Bolton. And, of course, the others involved there, very, very tough, as we already have our first caution of the afternoon. Boy, I hate to see that. That is definitely a rough accident this early in the race. Couple cars involved. Hopefully everybody will be able to get their cars fixed. Right now we have some guys going down the pits. Tyler Hudson currently in the pits. Justin Bolton in the pits. Also Jordy Lopez Jr., Cullen Brown, Jason Jacoby, Casey Tucker, all going through to get this first pit underway. One thing I love, I hate to see some of these guys get involved in these accidents, but one of the things that I don't mind seeing is I do like watching the field get shuffled up with these cautions. It helps some of the guys in the back of the field and makes for some even tighter racing all the way around. If you remember last week, everybody had those first race nerves, or Daytona 500 nerves, if you will. And we had, I think, 4 cautions, boom, 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 right out of the gate. And then we had one of the longest green runs I've ever seen at Daytona. And it was just unbelievable. It was a fantastic race. And, man, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, please go check it out. It was just an unbelievable race. You can check it out on www.v8online.com. And if you're watching over in Australia, it's the same with .au on the end. And what a fantastic race that was. It unfortunately got split into 2 parts. It was a technical issue that we're trying to get all these technical issues worked out, guys. And Lee Kane's mic has cut out on us at the current moment, but as he tries to get it fixed, I'm sure he will be back with us real soon. And we'll be looking forward to hear from him when he gets back. In the meantime, after the caution here on lap number 25 now, we have Adam Gilliland in the lead and Alex Warren on the outside. Josh Berry will restart in third with Jarl Taheen in fourth. Fifth to Brandon Hawken. We're green. The pace car's in after a quick caution. And the 22 will get out to a lead, but we got trouble as Adam Gilliland has trouble on the restart. And I'm not sure what happened. He is off race pace and he will be falling to the rear. I do not know what happened there. I'm going to have to see if I can get some insight on what happened to Adam Gilliland in the number 21 GMercer.com Chevrolet. He is back up to pace now. I think something happened on the restart, and instead of risking a risky move to get back in the field, he just fell to the rear and worked his way back up. In the meantime, Alex Warren is the leader in the Deuce right now in the Core Pipe Chevrolet. Has a pretty decent sized lead right now with Josh Berry coming up in second place in his Chevrolet. And then the field goes Brandon Hogg, Jarl Taheen, Jason Kobe, and Tyler Hudson. 6. Jordy Lopez Jr., Brad Davies, Jared Crawford, and Chris Hall. That is our top 10 here, lap 28. Right now, the number 3 machine of Jason Jacoby tries to make his way around Brandon Hawk. And Brandon Hawk just had a fantastic run down the front stretch. Got a jump out of turn 4 and was able to make some space there. That was really good because Mr. Hawk was coming up in a hurry back there trying to get to second position. Another great battle on the track right now is for the 6th position. Or excuse me, it's for 5th as the 6th position driver Jordy Lopez Jr. in the Duval Design Chevrolet tries to make his way around Jarl Taheen. And guess what, King Craft? Welcome back to today's broadcast, buddy. It is, I'll give you credit, we're only on lap 30. That was not bad at all. Good change out there, but I heard you fine, loud and clear at the beginning, and then it was just like, whoop, you left me, and I was like, oh, buddy. But good job getting the new headset. We have a fantastic race going on. I don't know if you were able to see where we're at this point. We already had one accident, and it was very, very unfortunate as we saw the number 24 machine get spun around. I couldn't tell if Hudson got into it or if the 24 just got loose. It was very hard to see. I didn't want to be the judge of it, that's for sure. It was, but Jordan Worth is the driver of the 24 machine, and then of course Justin Bolton was involved, as well as the number 11 of Josh Fox. And unfortunately, guys, Josh Fox is in the garage area and out of the race at this point. I hate to see that. He was up near the front early. But right now, a fantastic race right now so far. Like I said, we've already had one caution and already some good racing under our belts on this 156 lap race. No, anytime, buddy. Just jump on in. And now Tyler Hudson's going to try to make his move on Jarl Taheen. Or excuse me, Jarl Taheen. I apologize. I call him Jarl. It's Jarl Taheen. And Tyler Hudson has his hands full, as well as Brad Davies in the number 20 machine. We've seen Brad Davies be right there in second position. We saw him fall all the way back, about 5 positions back from there earlier in the race. And what happened was he gets out on that high groove, and that high groove is not working right now. If you get hung out high, you're going to lose at least 2 or 3 positions. A driver that is sneaking his way up towards the front is the number 17 of Billy Price. Him and Jared Crawford are finding their way up into the top 10 and doing a good job. Another one to keep your eye out on, folks, is Chris Hall back there in the number 15 machine. as the Fast Sims Chevrolet is on his way towards the front as well. The Fast Track Sims, excuse me there, bud. In the Speed Co. number 12 Chevrolet, Josh Berry leads our third place driver Brandon Hawk. They've had a good battle back and forth for second position. But in the meantime, Alex Warren leads for the moment as he has his hands full with Josh Berry. Will Josh try to go down on the inside and take this position early in the race? He's trying to get a good run now as the 22 takes a little bit of a higher line through the dogleg and gets a little pretty nice speed out of there. That's good driving by our leader right now. And it's been real interesting to see if anybody wants to try this high groove. And so far, it's been extremely unsuccessful for the brave ones that have tried it. It just hasn't worked out like they've planned. I'm glad that you went on board, buddy. I want to go ahead and talk through the lap real quick as we're getting ready to finish this lap. Now you see him going around turn 4. It's almost like a carousel type turn if you're in a road course. It's very flat and extremely important to keep your speed up through there. Here's the front stretch as we start a new lap. Look at turn 1. Not a lot of banking, but a lot of turn. You really have to get on the brake really hard going into the first turn, where you hammer down full throttle, flat out as fast as you can through the dog leg. Hard on the brakes right here as you head down into the fourth turn. Very difficult part of the track. It's what makes it so unique is that dog leg here at Phoenix. And that is a lap of Phoenix International Raceway, guys. This is what they have to do. It's one of the most fun mile tracks that we visit all season long. Some people will argue that Richmond is better as far, but I love them both. I don't want to. I say why compete when they're both awesome. I just love them to death. Phoenix always produces such a great race and great finishes as well. Well, I tell you what, Alex Warren is really working hard at this lead right now because Josh Berry is coming in a hurry. He's right on the tail, and we just have a close race for the lead right now. Fantastic driving by both drivers. And how about Brandon Hawk back there in the number 8? Tell you what, he's been very impressive as well. Brandon Hawk, who started the race in 7th, he's currently in the 3rd position. And I tell you what, man, he's doing really good up there in the raceboost.com Chevrolet. Right now, Tyler Hudson tries to make his move on Jarl Taheen. He's down on the inside. Jarl's hot on the outside going through turn 4 here at Phoenix International Raceway as they head towards the finish line. And Jarl is able to hold here going into turn 1. Will Tyler Hudson be able to get his nose in? No. Great run. That's the first time I've seen the outside being able to hold since the start of this race. Jarl gets a little bit into the wall there, and that's going to slow him up and allow Tyler Hudson to make pass. A great job by Tyler Hudson to take advantage. He's going to lose not 1 but 2 maybe. He's still trying to make the outside work as our pole sitter battles to hold position. Man, I tell you what, a great move by Jared Crawford to take advantage, and Brad Davies. All 3 drivers will make the pass, and Jarl Taheen will lose 3 positions. For the moment, he's still battling with Brad Davies down there side-by-side racing at the moment. Brad Davies going to try to make a move now. Jarl on the inside has the advantage, and we may have trouble. Oh my goodness, it's a scary moment as Brad Davies gets loose. He got into the back quarter panel of the number 9 machine, and it was very scary. That could have got out of control in a hurry. He will settle down as the 17 noticed the potential trouble ahead, and we'll just kind of let everybody ease back in the line. That could have been a real hairy moment, but right now, 3-way battle for the lead, but the real battle is between the number 12 machine of Josh Berry trying to make his way around Alex Warren, and is very close. Here's Brandon Hawk as well, as all 3 drivers are literally going nose to tail, and right now it is a tremendous effort to hold this lead for the Deuce driver of Alex Warren, doing a fantastic job in his or excuse me, in Josh Berry and his Speedco Chevrolet, but the Core Pipe Chevrolet of Alex Wolfhorn is really doing a fantastic job of holding this lead. It's been a very, very, very smooth line. Another driver to keep your eye on is Tyler Hudson in the number 1. No stranger by name, but this guy is extremely dangerous here at Phoenix. And the Checkpoint Graphics Ford Fusion, Tyler Hudson, who started the race in 15th, has already worked his way up to the 5th spot. And we're not talking about at Daytona where positions are going up and down each lap. I'm talking about Phoenix, where it's a very tough track to make your pass on. Very, very impressive. Him, and I'll tell you what, Jared Crawford's been right there with him. So watch out for these two. And that's the number Dukes car of in the Samsung Chevrolet of Jared Crawford. As we're almost lap number 50.
Green flag, green flag. Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Green flag, green flag.
about 16, 17 laps to get up there to the number 12 machine. Now, one thing that we don't know at this point is what is the fuel situation in this number 12 car. I'm trying to remember the last lap that he hit. I wish I had that information, but it's going to be really, really important and really fun to see if he's able to make it. I cannot remember what lap the last caution was on. But it's going to be real interesting. A lot of these cars will be getting low, really, really close on fuel. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens here as we get close to the end of this race. Very, very exciting racing ahead. Josh Berry is not saving fuel at the moment, though. He is flying 2.8 second lead over Tyler Hudson. Josh Berry just ran well, as he comes across the finish line, I'll give you the most recent data. In fact, his new lap is a 27.74, and Tyler Hudson, who just crossed the finish line as well, ran a 27.86. So a little bit faster for your leader, Josh Berry, who now just went over 3 seconds over Tyler Hudson. So second place driver, 3 seconds off the lead. Brandon Hawk 3.7 with Jared Crawford 3.9 seconds off the leader. This is what these guys battle here on lap 143 of 146 here at Phoenix International Raceway. Will we see Josh Berry race to the first win of the season for him? Will we see Tyler Hudson able to come up and make the pass for his first win here in the NASCAR iRacing series? Will we see Brandon Hawk come up from third? Or will we see the biggest gainer of the day, Jared Crawford, in the number 2 Samsung Chevrolet? Pull the Cinderella story out here from pulling from all the way back. From 21st he started. Now rides in 4th. Will he be able to pull a victory? This is all amazing stuff, and it all can change with a drop of a hat with a caution. This is where it's all about, guys. Week 2 here at the NASCAR iRacing Series, Phoenix International Raceway. It doesn't get much better than this, guys. I love this. Once again, thank you guys for hanging with me. I want to apologize for the microphone loss of Kane Kraft. He's still with us in heart and in spirit and physically doing the cameras and all the technical things for us. And doing a fantastic job. Right now, Billy Price in the number 17 Outlaw Chevrolet tries to make his way around the number 5 Chevrolet of Chad Lott. And that is a nice battle right there for the 7th position. Jordy Lopez Jr., we saw him run in second for a long time before we saw him kind of have that out. He got stuck on the outside, fell back several positions. Alex Warren rides in the deuce. He's up in the 5th position with Jared Crawford in second. Tyler Hudson is in second, and of course Brandon Hawk in third right now. That number 8 car has been strong all day, but the number 2 is coming up in a hurry. Today's largest gainer as far as positions. I'm telling you, that Samsung number 2 driver, Jared Crawford, has been phenomenal. And right now, his last lap was a 27.808. And he is trying to catch up to Brandon Hawk, who ran a 27.879. So 700s faster last lap for Jared Crawford. He is inching his way ever so closely. It'll be fun to see if he can at least get up to a top 3, if not even higher. Once again, 149.0156 here at Phoenix International Raceway. This race only has 7 to go, and the number 12 of Josh Berry has been total domination since his time of gaining the lead, and he has led the most laps today at this point, regardless, he will be the biggest lap leader, and it's going to be fun to see if he can hang on to get his first win of the 2014 season here in the NASCAR iRacing Series. And I tell you what, the Speed Coast Chevrolet is on a tear at the moment. Starting lap 151, guys. 5 strong laps left to go here at Phoenix, and a 3.36 second lead for Josh Berry at the moment. things should start to heat up with some of these tight battles. But right now in the top 5, there is a little bit of space in between each of these drivers at the moment. Chad Lawton has fallen a little bit, has gained a little bit of time over Billy Price. In fact, Jason Jacoby is trying to make his way up to Billy Price at the moment. And Chris Hall is trying to make his way up to Jason Jacoby in the number 3 machine. That is the closest battle in the top 10 at the moment. Back in 11th, Thomas Davis has his hands full with Patrick Crabtree in the number 14. Raptor Ford Fusion is trying to make his way up into the number 11th position. And right now, bumper to bumper as they head around the final turn here at Phoenix. Can he get to the inside? It will not happen on this lap. Very, very close battle. Here he goes down to the inside as the number 14 moves down low. Patrick Crabtree tries to make his move. Thomas Davis and gets shut down. A fantastic maneuver on the top groove by the number 23 of Thomas Davis to hold down 11th position for now. Brad Davies in the number 20 car. We saw him all day long in the top 10. He is back in the team at the moment and has his hands full with Matthew Wright in the Clorox Chevrolet. Number 27 machine has been battling hard these last couple laps, and he is trying to make his way at least up to 12th here before the end of this race. Here it is, folks, lap 154 of 156. Now 155. This time by white flag will be waving for Josh Berry and company. If a flag were to come out right now, it would end our race. Here comes Josh Berry. Take the white flag. As soon as the white flag comes out, the next flag will officially end the race. The white flag waves. The final lap here at Phoenix International Raceway. Nothing in front of him but good clean road ahead. Should hit any lap trap. Should be a fantastic finish here for the number 12 machine. And guys, there you have it in the Speedco Chevrolet. Welcome to Victory Lane. For the first time this season, your winner at Phoenix International Raceway, the number 12, Josh Berry. And making his way across in the second position is going to be Tyler Hudson. And Tyler Hudson, a fantastic performance in the checkpoint traffic Ford Fusion. How about the third place finish? The number 8 of RaceBoost.com Chevrolet driver Brandon Hawks across in third. A fantastic performance by him as well. The biggest mover of the day, the Deuce. The Samsung 2 of Jared Crawford finishes in fourth. And Alex Warren comes across in fifth in the Core Pipe Chevrolet. The 22 had a phenomenal race. That is your top 5 here at Phoenix International Raceway. Coming across there in sixth is Jordy Lopez Jr. and Chad Lawton did finish in seventh. And I want to go ahead and look at our winner here. It's celebration time at Phoenix International Raceway. Fantastic job by everybody that finished up here in this top half of the field. It was a very tough race, but definitely congratulations again to Josh Berry. I left at Chad Lawton in seventh. I want to go ahead and finish our rundown of the field here. Eighth place went to Billy Price. Billy Price had a fantastic race in the Outlaw Chevrolet. He finished in eighth. Ninth to Jason Jacoby in the Wahoo Chevrolet. Chris Hall in his Fast Track Sim Chevy. He will finish in 10th, and that rounds out the top 10. Thomas Davis finished 11th with Patrick Crabtree in 12th. Brad Davis finished 13th. 14th went to Matthew Wright. Pedro Mojica in the 15th spot. Stephen Azini will finish 16th with Timu Livinen in 17th. Nathan Saxon finishes 18th with Logan Sheets in 19th. Jarl Taheen will finish 20th. Case Brinksma back in 21st. Kyle McCormick will finish in 22nd with Wade Hustad finishing 23rd. Dwayne Vincent will finish 24th in his Cessna Chevrolet. Adam Gilliland, last week's Daytona 500 champion, finishes this week in 25th. Justin Bolton was able to come out in 26th place after being in a terrible wreck early in the race. Cullen Brown in the number 30. He finished in the 27th spot. The winner of the, oh man, I did not notice this. Casey Tucker unfortunately fell back to 28th as he finished 11 laps down. Tough break for the Daytona Shootout winner, Casey Tucker. Alex Scribner finished 29th with the 30th spot, going to Jordan Worth. 31st goes to the 31 car of Logan Seavey, and of course you all know Josh Fox unfortunately had an early exit this week with big race trouble early in the race. That is how things finish up here at Phoenix International Raceway, and what a fantastic race this week. Very, very impressive job by the top drivers. Once again, congratulations to our victor this week, Josh Berry. The Speedco Chevrolet was fantastic, and he showed why he deserved to win here this week. Going back, if you want to look at where Josh Berry started the race, he started in the 6th position. We talked early in the race about how important qualifying was going to be. Track position here is very important, and we saw that here today. Josh Berry started in 6th. It took him nearly over half the race to move up 6 spots. He was able to do so. When he did, he did not let up. Flawless driving led him to a victory here at Phoenix, and he's going to be very, very confident heading into Las Vegas Motor Speedway next week as we continue on with the 2014 NASCAR iRacing Series. Once again, guys, I really want to apologize about my partner Kane Craft, unfortunately having some microphone issues tonight, was not able to continue on the broadcast with me. He tried everything. He was able to continue doing the cameras and all the wonderful overlays that he does. He does a fantastic job. So please bear with us. This should be our last issue. We had thought we had everything worked out and in order, and unfortunately a microphone blew up on us. He even tried to get the backup mic going, and it even blew. So we'll get everything worked out for you. But in the meantime, we really do thank you for coming by and watching this wonderful race here at Phoenix International Raceway. I talked just a moment ago. We will be at one of my favorite mile and a halves next week, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What an unbelievable place to go, and then after that we will be heading to Bristol. So we hit a 2.5 mile super speedway week 1. Week 2 we go to a mile raceway. Week 3 we hit a 1.5 miles. Then week 4 we hit the half mile. So 4 different track types in 4 weeks. It's going to be unbelievable. Cannot wait to see what next week is in store. You really have to pay attention to the 1.5 miles. Yes, they are all different in characteristics. But the 1.5 miles, we have so many. They are the majority of the season. So it's very, very important to see who is able to be very successful at these 1.5 miles, as it has a humongous impact on the point standings throughout this season. So next week will be a very important week, even this early in the season. But one more time, big congratulations goes out to the Speedco Chevrolet driver of Josh Berry. Takes the win here at Phoenix in just outstanding fashion. He literally dominated the race, and that is big time news for him. I was hoping we'd have a word with a driver or two, but it looks like we're not going to have anybody be able to come join us after the race this week, and sure that we'll have everything back on board next week as we head to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Once again, I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors and thank all of you guys that come out and watch us each week. It is just an absolute fun for us to come out here and bring you this great footage of the top split here in the NASCAR iRacing Series Championship. It's just so fun, and I truly do enjoy it. Like I said, next week Kane will be here with us. In voice is and so I wasn't expecting on doing a solo show this week, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And once again, I do want to say a wonderful thank you out to all of tonight's sponsors. We are brought to you by TrakRacer, SimInstruments, and Get Dirty MX. I tell you what, guys, if you haven't heard of Get Dirty MX, go check them out at GetDirtyMX.com. They have wonderful apparel and racing equipment for all your motocross needs. It's just a fantastic place. Go check them out, read up on them. They do a lot of great sponsorships for today's youth drivers that try to get a lot of things done. It's very expensive, and they help some of the families that have some trouble paying for this stuff. So go support them. They support us and support sim racing, and it's a wonderful place. So thank you guys once again. Congratulations for the last time, Josh Berry, on a fantastic performance. We will not see Phoenix again until 1 week from the conclusion of the season before we head to Homestead, Miami. So don't want to even think about that. We just got this season underway. So see you later, Phoenix. It'll be extremely important next time we're here. But in the meantime, I think we're going to head on, guys. So until next week, we'll see you next week live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You guys have a great night.